So it should be in another exciting finish here. It'll be Aiden Yoder, the 044 777. Alfonso McCauley, Michelle Manning out of MMK 23C 18, Andres Hidalgo. Joey Panessa, we just mentioned her, out of Vegas, 831 on the iCart. 26, Alyssa Yanni. Jared Patterson, the 113, 921, Minwa Araculon. Riley Dugan, the 96, 513, Troy Jones. Sierra Hudson, 62, 44, Jacob Linton. And Ian Bland, first group, gets the green. Here we go with Group 2.
That was the X30 class that started things off. Ooh, we got a little bit of bumping and grinding down the hill there. Now your PRD racers go down and grab a green.
And both groups are through the Contino Carousel, lap number 1 of 18, final race of the year.
So once again, a 23 points difference between Panessa and Manning in that X30 intermediate class will determine this championship. Manning running in second presently as they head down the hill for the first time. Aiden Yoder in the top spot, followed by Manning, Yanni, Panessa, and Arkalian. So it's Manning in second, Panessa in fourth. So that will really be a tight battle here with only 23 points spread between the two. Panessa is the points leader once again. And Manning putting some pressure on Yoder as they come up the hill. Final main event for 2016. Look at Manning to the inside for the lead. Decides to check up. Yanni goes purple this time by 43.441. But Manning putting the pressure on Yoder. Yanni now beginning to be part of that mix, beginning to close the gap on Manning.
Yeah, Michelle's best run of the day out there on that MMK Screaming Yellow machine. The familiar 23.
Still plenty of time remaining, 15 laps to go.
Just getting it started, a good start. Field starting to spread out, single file formation, and fight for position out there on the racetrack.
Manning was once again looking to the inside as they went down the hill, decides to check it up, I think very wisely at this point. Yanni has really closed the gap on Manning in that third spot.
I'd like to remind everybody, as you come off the racetrack, make sure before you leave the track you turn in those transponders. No fuel, oil, or tires to be left here at the track.
Unless they're decent enough, you can bring them over to me.
And if the tires are in good shape, leave them with JR.
Wow, look at Yanni, has really closed the gap.
Yeah, and the ladies putting the big time pressure on the leader, Yoder.
Whoa, look.
0:44.
Well, Yanni looked to the inside momentarily on Michelle Manning for that second position.
And Yanni, Super Series racer, of course, sport cards, and making the transition also helps out with scoring.
Now things beginning to tighten up here with our front six. Great battle as they come in through corner curva. Whoa, Manning almost into the back bumper there of Yoder. Had to get out of the gas momentarily. Now headed down the hill. Manning still in that second spot. McCauley running sixth overall, goes purple at 42.666.
And saving the best for last year. What an exciting race here in our final race of the season.
Yeah, great way to cap off 2016 here.
Four of them bumper to bumper, heading up the hill. A slight gap back to two more. Yoder out front. And then the three ladies pressuring Aiden Yoder. There goes Manning's going to go first.
Man. Got it.
Michelle Manning.
Yanni wants to come with her.
Oh, and the leader gets no respect. Yanni
man.
goes with Michelle and Yoder.
Love it. Great racing between the young ladies here. Yanni wants that top spot, though.
Yoder saying, what just happened?
Oh, look at a little bit of a bumper tag there by Yanni on Manning.
And they're running 1, 2, 3.
Now Panessa grabs the second spot. So the battle between positions 1 and 2 in the points comes head-to-head here in this main event.
Watch out for that I-Kart out of Las Vegas. Joey Panessa with a strong performance.
Boy, what more could you ask for? Coming down to the final main event, maybe the final few laps of 2016 for your X30 intermediate class.
Can we have the all-female podium in our final race of the year, JR?
That would be amazing. I don't know if any other racing series has done that before.
And these young ladies quite capable of making it happen.
Manning still in the lead. Yanni now being pressured for that third spot.
Yeah, that time Yanni got no respect, protecting down low through corner curva.
Yeah, loses that one position. So now Hidalgo runs in third. Haven't mentioned his name as of yet. Still the battle remains between Manning and Panessa. So Yanni has fallen to the 5th spot overall. So does Hidalgo, McCauley, and Yanni 3rd, 4th, and 5th as the battle continues to rage between Manning and Panessa. Still with 10 laps to go. They'll see 9 to go this time by the stripe. Panessa right in the back bumper of Manning. 9 to go. Headed into the carousel. We got one racer pulling to the inside, getting off of the racing surface. So Manning leading the pack around corner curva. Now with 8 to go, cross flags are out. We're halfway home.
Going to be an exciting final 8 laps of the season. Los Angeles Karting Championship. Manning out front.
Once again, a championship at stake in X30 Intermediates between Manning and Panessa. Now a slower kart will be just in front of these racers. Sierra Hudson in a 62. One of our PRD competitors. And now Panessa looking to the inside, checks it up.
Manning slamming the door shut there. Joey Panessa.
7 laps remain.
And both these ladies no stranger to the racetrack, as well as Yanni.
So Panessa now to the lead. So Panessa was patiently waiting to make the move, finally does. Grabs the top spot. Manning is now running second. McCauley to the inside to grab that second spot from Manning. So quick changes here within this last lap. Now Panessa is in the lead.
Yeah, and McCauley forcing the issue out there in that 777.
Now we're hearing a little bit of radio chatter that might involve McCauley.
Yeah, it happened when Yanni got in the incident through a corner curve, and I think that's what they're taking a hard look at. And that could affect that finishing position after penalties are handed out.
But right now it's Panessa as your leader.
A strong performance here by the I-Kart.
Look at Manning, wants to come right back to challenge for that second spot. 5 laps to go in this championship battle in the X30 Intermediate.
Final 5 laps of the 2016 LAKC season. Setting up for another thrilling finish.
So your top 5 there for X30 Intermediates, with Panessa at the top of the heap. McCauley trying to put the pressure, running second. Manning is still right there in a close third. Now with 4 to go, McCauley to the inside and grabs the top spot from Panessa.
777 to the front. And Alfonso McCauley, your new leader.
Makes it interesting again for that championship battle. Michelle Manning to the inside for the second spot. Oh, man.
Little slide job right there, dirt track style over Panessa.
I think we might have our main of the month here, maybe the main of the year.
They're going to make your decision easy for you today.
Little bit of a gap now growing between McCauley and Michelle Manning as they exit Corner Curva. They'll see 3 laps to go this time by.
Once that 777 got out front, now trying to pull away from him.
Look at Panessa trying to put a challenge on Manning. Decides to check up, maintains that 3rd spot.
McCauley used to run with the MMK for part of the season, getting his start in the sport of karting out here.
Little bit of a gap that has grown now between McCauley and Manning. They're going to see 2 to go next time by the stripe. Panessa trying to put pressure on Manning for that 2nd position. Hidalgo and Yanni are still there to try to get themselves into the mix. Popsicle sticks are up, 2 to go. Panessa to the inside, checks up on Manning. Great final 2 laps of the 2016 season. That will decide a championship, and we got a crash. There's an incident. Going to take a look at who it might be.
It was bound to happen. Looks like 3 or 4 of them in the contact, and it just slowed everybody down. And that just opens the door for an easy.
Wow, that took out Manning and Panessa.
Yeah, tough break there in an I-Kart.
White flag
Panessa's
is
kart
out.
doesn't look good. 1 to go.
Wow.
It happened out of that left-hander known as Kink, a tight left-hander. And they had been battling right there for position on the last several laps.
So McCauley leading this race once again. Possible review going on as well. Yanni jumps into second, followed by Manning, Panessa, and Yoder. Crazy race going on here. So your leader coming up the hill right now. Going around Corner Curva, followed by Yanni. So as they head down to the stripe, it'll be a checker to McCauley.
Checkered flag. And the big victory there for Alfonso McCauley. Yanni shown in the number 2 spot. Michelle Manning in 3rd. Panessa 4th.